Our brain is a universe of electrical signals. Every thought, every memory, every decision is a storm of neurons firing in complex patterns. For centuries, this internal world was completely private, locked inside our skulls. But that is changing. A new technology is emerging, one that builds a bridge between our biological minds and digital machines. This technology is called neurotechnology, and at its core are brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. These devices can listen to the brain's electrical chatter, decode it, and translate it into commands for a computer. It is a concept that once belonged to science fiction, but today it is rapidly becoming scientific fact. The connection works in two directions. A BCI can read neural signals, allowing a person to control a robotic arm or type on a screen with their thoughts alone. This is already happening, with companies like Neuralink receiving approval for human trials to help people with severe paralysis communicate. But the bridge can also carry traffic back into the brain. Machines can send information directly into our neural circuits, potentially restoring lost senses or even enhancing our natural abilities. This two-way street between mind and machine opens up possibilities we are only just beginning to imagine, and it is poised to reshape every aspect of our lives, including the high-stakes world of finance. This convergence of biology and technology represents a fundamental shift in what it means to be human. We are on the cusp of directly interfacing our most intimate selves, our thoughts and intentions, with the vast processing power of computers. In fields like medicine, the promise is clear, restoring function and healing minds. But when we apply this power to a domain like finance, which is built on information, speed, and human judgment, the implications become both exhilarating and deeply complex. We are not just talking about a new tool, like a faster computer or a smarter algorithm. We are talking about fundamentally altering the human element at the heart of the global economy. The journey into this new frontier requires us to ask profound questions. How does this technology work on a practical level in a high-pressure environment? What happens when the speed of thought becomes the new speed of market trading? The idea is simple in concept but revolutionary in practice: to create a direct pathway from neural intention to financial action, bypassing the clumsy and slow mechanics of our bodies. As we stand at the dawn of this new era, we must first understand the incredible potential that is driving this innovation forward. A potential that promises to redefine efficiency and decision-making for an entire industry. The world of finance operates on speed. A millisecond can mean the difference between immense profit and staggering loss. For decades, traders have sought an edge by using faster computers and more sophisticated algorithms. Neurotechnology offers the ultimate upgrade, connecting the trader's mind directly to the market. Imagine a financial analyst who can process vast streams of data not by reading screens, but by having the information flow directly into their brain's cognitive centers. Decisions could be made at the speed of thought, without the delay of translating an idea into a keystroke or a mouse click. This is the primary allure of neurotech for finance, a seamless fusion of human intuition and machine speed. Beyond just speed, brain-computer interfaces could unlock new forms of communication and collaboration. A team of analysts could share complex ideas and data models, not through charts and reports, but through a direct neural link. This would allow for a deeper, more intuitive level of understanding than language can currently provide. It could create a hive mind for a trading firm, where insights are shared instantly and seamlessly among team members, leading to more robust and well-informed strategies. The efficiency gains would be monumental. Training new employees could be accelerated, and complex financial instruments could be understood on a more instinctual level, reducing human error and enhancing collective intelligence in ways we can barely fathom. This technology also promises to enhance human judgment, not just replace it. While AI can analyze data patterns, it often lacks the nuanced understanding and ethical context that a human brings. A BCI could augment a trader's natural abilities, feeding them relevant data at the precise moment a decision is needed, or alerting them to subconscious biases that might be clouding their judgment. For example, the system could detect neural signals associated with stress or overconfidence and provide a gentle nudge, suggesting a moment of pause before executing a high-risk trade. This partnership between human and machine could lead to a more stable and rational financial system, one that leverages the best of both worlds. The potential applications are truly transformative. From traders executing orders with a thought, to risk managers sensing market volatility on an intuitive level, neurotechnology could rewire the entire industry. It promises a future of unparalleled efficiency, where the friction between idea and action is all but eliminated. This incredible potential is what drives investment and research in this field. It paints a picture of a financial world that is faster, smarter, and more connected than ever before. As we explore the exciting possibilities of neurotechnology, we must also confront its darker side. The most immediate and profound concern is privacy. Our thoughts have always been our own, a final sanctuary of privacy. Brain-computer interfaces threaten to tear down that last wall. If a BCI can read our intentions to execute a trade, what else can it read? Can it detect our political beliefs, our private anxieties, or our opinions about our employer? The data collected from our brains, our neural data, is the most intimate data imaginable. In the wrong hands, it could be used for surveillance, manipulation, or discrimination on an unprecedented scale, making today's digital privacy concerns seem trivial in comparison. This leads directly to the issue of mental autonomy, or our freedom of thought. A BCI that can send information into the brain could also be used to influence it. Imagine a financial firm subtly nudging its traders toward riskier behavior by stimulating the brain's reward centers, or a government using the technology to suppress dissenting thoughts. The line between enhancement and manipulation is dangerously thin. If our decisions can be influenced without our conscious awareness, do we still have free will? The risk is that we could become puppets, our actions guided by hidden algorithms or the agendas of those who control the technology. Protecting our cognitive liberty is a fundamental challenge we must address. Furthermore, the immense cost of this technology creates a serious risk of inequality. Early neurotech devices, like Neuralink's implant, are estimated to cost tens of thousands of dollars. In finance, this would create a neuro divide. The wealthiest individuals and largest corporations could afford these cognitive enhancements, gaining an insurmountable advantage over everyone else. This would not be just another tool for the rich. It would be a biological enhancement, creating a new class of super traders. Such a scenario would deepen existing socioeconomic disparities, making financial markets even less fair and accessible, and concentrating power in the hands of a neuro-enhanced elite. The security of these devices is another critical vulnerability. A technology that is connected to the internet can be hacked. A cyber attack on a BCI would be far more devastating than stealing a password. A hacker could steal a person's thoughts, manipulate their decisions, or even cause physical harm by disrupting the device's function. The question of liability is also a minefield. If a hacked BCI causes a trader to make a catastrophic error that crashes a market, who is responsible? Is it the user, the manufacturer, the company, or the hacker? These are not just technical problems, they are deep ethical and legal dilemmas with no easy answers. The rise of neurotechnology is happening so fast that our social and legal systems are struggling to keep up. Recognizing the profound risks, international bodies are beginning to act. Organizations like the UN and UNESCO are at the forefront of this effort, working to establish a global framework for the ethics of neurotechnology. In late 2024, these groups held high-level discussions to address the urgent need for rules that protect fundamental human rights. They are focused on safeguarding mental privacy, ensuring our thoughts cannot be monitored without consent, and protecting our autonomy, so our decisions remain our own. These efforts aim to create a balance, allowing for innovation while preventing misuse. A major challenge is the role of artificial intelligence, which is at the heart of modern BCIs. These systems use complex AI algorithms to interpret brain signals and adapt in real time. However, these algorithms can be a black box, meaning even their creators do not fully understand how they make decisions. This lack of transparency is dangerous. An AI could develop hidden biases, perhaps discriminating against certain types of thinking styles, or make mistakes that are impossible to trace. As a 2025 review in Nature revealed, these AI-specific risks are rarely addressed in clinical research, highlighting a major gap in our current approach to safety and oversight. The high cost of neurotechnology also demands a global conversation about fairness and access. If only the wealthy can afford cognitive enhancement, we risk creating a biologically stratified society. This neuro divide is a significant ethical concern for global bodies, which emphasize the importance of equitable distribution. The goal is to ensure that the benefits of neurotechnology, whether in medicine or finance, are shared by all of humanity, not just a privileged few. Without proactive governance, we could see these powerful tools deepen the inequalities that already plague our world, creating divisions that are not just economic, but neurological. Ultimately, The journey into the neuro-financial age must be guided by a strong ethical compass. Before we connect our brains to the global markets, we must have a robust public conversation about the kind of future we want to build. This conversation needs to include everyone: scientists, ethicists, policymakers, and the public. We need to establish clear rules on data ownership, algorithmic transparency, and equitable access. The promise of neurotechnology is immense, but so are the perils. By prioritizing safety, fairness, and human dignity from the outset, we can navigate this new frontier responsibly and ensure that this powerful technology serves the common good.